precision and order. That's all that I ask.
George Banks, an uptight man who is mainly concerned with money, is one of the benefactors of Mary Poppins' teachings, as well as the rest of the family. Senior Max Robnett portrays the father who is seemingly forgotten to act fatherly.
He's very militaristic. He doesn't want anything to be out of order. That's why the song's precision and order. And then when everything gets out of order, then his life basically just kind of goes to hell. He goes from having everything in order. So he's the nice, orderly person, like really OCD. And then Mary Poppins comes, and she throws everything out of whack, and then he just gets all confused, and his hair gets all thrown out of place, and just kind of like she breaks him down. It's like those acting exercises you do when you pretend you become sand or something, and you're broken down, and then you have to rebuild yourself. It's literally what happens to him. She breaks his life, and then she rebuilds it better, and then he's happy-go-lucky, completely different. George learns to be more fun in life. He doesn't want to be fun. He wants...
You can always teach me.
And when would I have time? In the beginning of the show, his children are pests. Kind of everybody changes. They become nicer, he becomes nicer, everything brightens up, and then at the end, at the end of the play, everybody's happy. He wants everything to be orderly and nice and quiet, and everything's so reserved, and then he learns to be outgoing and fun and dancing around. And I get to dance with Emily, which is fun, except she's a dancer and I'm not, so it's quite the spectacle to see me with two left feet. I like the accents, because I don't do a lot of those usually for the actual things, so that was fun to be him. And then he's just kind of my style, like hands behind his back all the time. He doesn't look at people in the eye ever, and so it's just easy to be him, I feel.
George's wife, Winifred, played by senior Emily Tinsman, is caught up in only being concerned for her husband, rather than her family as a whole. Throughout the show, she goes from only worrying about what others think of her, to being independent and standing up for herself and her family.
So Winifred is the mom of Michael and Jane, and she does whatever George tells her to do without complaint, and she isn't exactly herself through most of the show, and finally at the end, she gets to start being herself, and she gets to speak out for herself and stand up for herself instead of letting someone else control her. In the show, it really, I think, speaks to a lot of people, her character. Since Mary Poppins is she has her opinions, and she's not afraid to, tell you her opinion, I think Winifred learns from her that, she's a woman, she can stand up for herself, she doesn't have to just be the woman in the background doing whatever she's asked to do. She can be the mom and wife that she wants to be. She just wanted to please him in the beginning, and whatever he said goes. And so I think that made their romantic relationship kind of rocky. And then I think through the show, I feel like kind of in a way they've fallen back in love with each other because they were so distant in the beginning. And I think, and it's going to help their relationship with their kids as well, seeing that love.
Like our Facebook page to keep up to date with all of the happenings on and off stage.